Today we're talking about a game that, honestly, it received a lot of hate when it first came out, and I didn't fully understand why, but then after playing through it and going through the whole story, I don't know if I should be really angry at the developers for making me go through this 25-hour game, or I should be mad at myself for getting mad at a game for just doing something that's out of the ordinary. Today, we're talking about The Last of Us 2. But today is sponsored by the like button. Hit the like button so that YouTube knows to recommend my content, and hit the subscribe button so, you can see more of my content. The Last of Us 2 is the successor to The Last of Us 1. It's a 24-hour game created by the same developers, Naughty Dog. And Naughty Dog put in a lot of effort into this game. A lot of games that come out with a sequel to the original game generally try and do things differently, but The Last of Us 2 did everything correct. They didn't change anything. They took the Uncharted approach, where guns, ammo, gameplay is just all the same throughout all games. But The Last of Us 2 did it correctly. It's now pretty, it's now somewhat a lot more functional, and everything is just easy to understand and use. The UI in the HUD is where you'll use crafting, weapon upgrades, and seeing how much ammo and stuff that you have left. Unlike The Last of Us 1, you now have the ability to have two weapons slotted for your heavy and your light, which is a lot better. So you now have your simple pistol, your revolver, your shotgun, your sniper, and now they've greatly improved arrows. And our pistol now gets a silencer. Adding into the fact that this game is now more emphasized on the sneakiness and being very stealthy. Gameplay is all about being stealthy. It was like that in the first game, don't get me wrong, but it's like that a lot more in this game. AI has been greatly improved. The enemies are a lot stronger. They seem to just know how to respond better to your reactions, which is great. Creates a more dynamic gameplay. It's a lot more fun to play this 25-hour game. You're actually wanting to sit through this because the enemies are somewhat difficult even on moderate. Along with crafting, we also still have upgrade abilities and the exact same level up system that we had in The Last of Us 1. Crafting abilities, because the crafting also is tied with you searching the areas, and you are able to upgrade literally everything. Along with the UI, it makes a lot more sense to understand what you should be crafting and what you should be upgrading in this game compared to the last game. That leads us into enemies. Enemy types are almost the same as the last game, and this game has added stalkers. Stalkers, and I saw on the wiki that they were in the last game as well, but I don't think they were because I didn't really experience them that much. But you experience them more in this game, and the improved AI of this game has given the stalkers a goddamn meaning of how annoying they are, because they are annoying. Fast, they understand how to be out of sight, they know when to dodge your bullets, they're just really annoying, and just like the clickers, once they catch on to you, it's game over unless you have a shiv. Okay, and then they've added the Rat King. The Rat King is probably the only zombie boss in this game besides the Bloater. I don't consider the Bloater to be like a boss battle. It's more of just like burn it down with some Molotov cocktails and a bunch of shotgun shells, and it'll eventually go down. But the Rat King is a menace to society. This wall-breaking combination of a runner, a clicker, a bloater. It's the final evolution of these everything, and it's just a mixture of just zombies fuse together to just make your life a living hell. For the story, this is where things start to break down just a little bit of how good this game is. This game's really good when it comes to its graphics, its enemies, its enemy types, its gameplay, its weapon system, its crafting system. Everything just feels good to use. And then you get paired with this story that just makes you want to throw the whole game out the window. And for the next 10 hours, you play as the person who killed Joel on this, I don't even want to call it a main quest, a side quest that you care little about for the next 10 hours to just turn around and then play as Ellie to go on the exact same revenge mission to find her. You go all the way to Southern California, and then you fight her again, and then the game just ends with no real reason for you doing anything that you did in the last 25 hours of this game, because they don't even let you kill her. I honestly don't know. And I think that's one of the problems that I think the gaming community had with this game. And if you feel the same way, let me know in the comment section. I want to have a discussion about this. How did this game make you feel? And if this game made you feel just like how I'm feeling, it's not a bad game. I actually enjoyed The Last of Us 2, except for those 10 hours when I had to play as Abby and I did not care about anything that was happening in this storyline. After that point, up until you replay as Ellie, I didn't care.